Hi everybody, time for a day 8 update on both the real Vendee Globe and our digital one. In the real Vendee Globe, the leaders are expected to make it in the next 2 days. So on Wednesday, and it's expected to come down to like an hour's difference or something. The leader by being closest to the finish is Charlie Dallin here on a Pivia, but Louis Burton and Boris Herman are close behind, Thomas Rouillant and Yannick Besthaven over here, and at least, I can't remember, is it Yannick? At least one of these guys has maybe it's this guy, Yannick. I think it might be Yannick Besthaven. Oh wait, I can check. Has like an 18-hour, yes, it's Yannick Besthaven, has an 18-hour handicap applied from when he helped rescue the guy who sank. So he could come 5th as he currently is and still win, potentially, because of his handicap. I told you yesterday, the reason this is an exciting update for our race is that we've had a lead change. I explained yesterday how we kind of, the fleet split into 2 parts. Jerome and Gaz beating up against the trade winds, Joe and I heading the long way around, pretty much directly north and now turning east in the stronger winds. Today that strategy really paid off. Jerome and co have been down at speeds like Jerome's currently doing 5 knots, which is pretty good compared to how he's been getting on for the last few days in this persistent high pressure off the coast of Morocco. Let's just wait for it to load. Yeah, so here they are. Here's Jerome and Gaz out here. These are the Canary Islands, off the Canary Islands. They've covered vastly, you see my course here in orange. They've covered a great deal less distance, but while they have been in the middle of this high pressure going a few knots for the last few days, Joe and I up here, up to 30 knots this morning, reaching speeds of almost 20 knots in my case, and faster I think in some other cases. Joe remains ahead of me and in a pretty dominant position. I doubt I will catch him. So the situation up here in the north is that the wind's been, as I said yesterday, it was blowing more or less directly to the waypoint, which to the end, which made it rather difficult because you don't want to go directly downwind in these things. It's come a little to the south, so I've been on starboard tack all day, as close to a straight line towards the destination as I dared, which in this case is about 30 degrees off downwind. Joe has, I can't speak for his reasoning, but he has elected to go add a bit more distance to his route for the sake of going further north, which may well pay off, because if we look at Vendee here today, and I am about here somewhere, this colossal storm is coming in, so he's going to, up north, he's going to be close to that. So that may well prove to have been a better move, because there's this big orange puff here, and he's going to probably be in the heart of that, whereas I might be waiting a bit longer to get it. But what I'm not sure I'm going to catch Joe, to be honest. I'm hoping to beat the southern team, hoping that they won't be able to catch up. So yes, this afternoon, I moved up ahead of Jerome in terms of just total distance from the end. Although, look, there's only still 60 nautical miles in it, so not ahead by as much as I'd like to be. Joe, unfortunately, isn't technically in this race. He started about an hour late, which makes his position even more impressive. But it means the game doesn't consider him to be competing. Henry also had a bug in the software, which is annoying, so he's not included on the list. Not his fault in that case. And then we've still got 2 strangers. Plam, I can't see Plam on the map, but Plam is in the lead, a little ahead of Joe. Ooh, not by much though. Oh, that's Plam. Okay, so Plam has gone for the really northerly course. Wow, he's Yeah. Plam is up here somewhere. So really gone definitely by far the longest distance, and we'll see whether that pays off. I'm rooting for Joe, obviously. I think he might have this Plam. Oh wait, that's not Plam. Here's Plam. I think this Plam person might have taken it a little far going all the way up there. So hopefully Joe can beat Plam. And then, of course, ideally I would beat them all, but I'm an underdog to do that at this point. Been heading towards São Miguel all day. It's pretty much ended up dead in my path, which is unfortunate and going to make setting my autopilot overnight a bit difficult. So that's the situation. Dropped down to a disappointing 11 knots now after a day, as I say, spent going about 17 or 18 knots. And that is pretty much that, I think. Wish us luck.